The time is 10 a.m. and this is WKYT Midmorning. A crash in morning rush hour traffic in Lexington leaves one person seriously injured.
A shooting near the UK campus. Now police are looking for 3 men still at large.
And the family of the late Muhammad Ali is not happy with people who are trying to profit from free tickets to his memorial.
This is WKYT Midmorning.
Good morning. So good to have you with us here on WKYT on your Thursday, June 9th. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. Still a very pretty day out there, but maybe that comfort factor is going to be changing a little.
And it is just a little tad warmer today than it was yesterday. And so here we go. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, and it really is. It's one of those days that, yeah, it still feels good, but you can actually feel the difference in the air once we approach the afternoon hours. So we're 71 right now in Frankfort. Remember, yesterday we finished anywhere from 72 to 77 degrees. Now today it's going to be more of your upper 70s, lower 80s. 64 still in Jackson, 66 in London. That's some really nice air, but it is coming. Like I said, 79 today, and then we'll be in the 80s tomorrow, possibly even 90s there for the week, and I'll show you that in just about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Micah. WKYT now with breaking news this mid-morning. A 2-car crash during rush hour traffic in Lexington has injured at least 2 people, one of them critically.
It happened a little after 7 a.m. at the intersection of Man o' War and Sir Barton in the Hamburg area. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain has been on the scene for a couple of hours now. She joins us live with the very latest. Michelle?
Bill and Barbara, as you can see behind me, the cars from this morning's crash are currently being towed. Police tell me the man driving the silver car that you see behind me was taking a left turn off of Man o' War onto Pleasant Ridge Drive when it caused this serious crash and a terrible looking scene this morning. The wreck had this busy intersection closed from about 7:20 this morning till now. Police say just after 7, the man driving that silver station wagon was turning left, and that's when the white car coming down the outer loop of Man o' War struck him in the side. Now, both drivers were taken to the hospital. One driver, we are told, is in very critical condition this morning. A third car was clipped. The driver of that car was not injured, and this part of Man o' War at Pleasant Ridge Drive is still closed. We're being told it should open within the next half an hour or so, but it has caused some major traffic delays in Lexington this morning. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you. Just a horrible scene there. A section of Pleasant Ridge is also closed. That traffic is being diverted to Plotted Place.
All of that, of course, in the Hamburg area.
Yes. Lexington police are now looking for 3 suspects after a young man was shot in the head on the edge of the UK campus.
Happened very early this morning. The victim was shot just before 3 o'clock this morning on East Maxwell Street near Rose Street. A woman who was with the victim told police that she heard voices and then a gunshot. The man she was with was shot in the head. Police say she saw 3 men running away. Police say there do not appear that there was any kind of attempted robbery involved with the shooting. The victim is at UK hospital with life-threatening injuries. The woman was not injured in that.
We had a young white guy laying on his back on the sidewalk, a young white female kneeling over him doing chest compressions, screaming.
Police say as of right now they have no motive for this shooting, which happened just down the street from where UK student Jonathan Kruger was murdered last year. And one of 2 suspects in a recent double murder case has been arrested. Eugene Wade Jr. was arrested last night in Dry Ridge. He is facing 2 counts of murder and some other charges. Police say over the weekend they found Devin Payton's body in Montgomery County and Brandy Davidson was found dead in Wolfe County. They say the 2 deaths are connected. Police are still looking for a second murder suspect, 24-year-old Devontae Hall, who is from Dayton, Ohio.
The trial of a man accused of shooting a Lexington bar patron in the head might also include eyewitness video of the alleged crime. Leslie Parson will be arraigned today in that case. Police say he shot Jacob Schuyler Ray in the head last month outside Saddle Ridge Bar on South Broadway. Ray survived but is still in the hospital. WKYT has learned that according to Parson's arrest citation, 2 witnesses recorded the shooting on their cell phones. Parson was arrested yesterday in Versailles. Well, it's day 4 of Mark Taylor's murder trial. He's accused of kidnapping and killing UK chef Alex Johnson in December of 2013. Johnson's body was pulled from the Kentucky River weeks later. Today, the man who says he was there when Johnson was killed is expected to take the witness stand. Timothy Ballard pleaded guilty to kidnapping and evidence tampering, and he has agreed to testify against Taylor.
A man accused in a Danville triple murder case 3 years ago is now suing his former attorney. Kenneth Keith and his wife claim that Bethany Stanziano did not do her job. They want her to return $90,000 in legal fees. Stanziano took over Keith's case when her husband, Mark, was murdered in an unrelated case. The lawsuit claims she did not investigate Keith's case, showed poor representation, and displayed bad conduct while meeting with Keith. We could not reach Stanziano for any kind of comment on this. Keith is still waiting to stand trial for the murders. New information about the woman who survived a Clark County crash that turns out killed 2 people. The survivor, by the way, is pregnant.
Police say a driver was blinded by lights when he slammed into the back of a car that was at a stoplight on the Winchester Bypass and Colby Road. The crash killed 62-year-old Sarah Helfrich and 35-year-old Juanetta Mitchell. Another person in their car is in critical condition. Hannah Moore was driving a 3rd car that was sideswiped. Moore is 3 months pregnant.
And if I just wasn't paying attention, if I would have reached down and changed the radio or reached down and grabbed a drink of pop, that could have been my car, that could have been my son, that could have been me and this baby.
Both women who died were from Madison County. Police say the driver who caused the crash is not facing any charges. Well, thousands of people of all faiths are expected to attend the first of 2 memorials honoring the boxing legend Muhammad Ali today.
Right, today's service, which is called a Janazah prayer, is open to all. It is meant especially, though, as a chance for Muslims to say goodbye to a man considered a hero within their faith. Don Champion has the latest from Louisville.
The long goodbye for Muhammad Ali will begin with a traditional Muslim prayer service at Louisville's Freedom Hall today. The boxing legend began crafting details of his own funeral years ago. He remained a devout Muslim up until his death last week.
The city, the country, the world wants to send him off in the very best of fashions, and his Muslim brothers and sisters also want to send him off in the very best of fashions.
Freedom Hall holds special significance to the Ali family. The champ staged his last hometown fight here back in 1961.
It really sends shivers down my spine knowing that we're behind setting up all of this because of one great man and what he did to impact this entire nation.
A hearse carrying the casket of Muhammad Ali will travel across Louisville tomorrow ahead of a massive interfaith memorial service at the KFC Yum Center.
Got my ticket!
Thousands of free tickets for the service were handed out yesterday on a first-come, first-served basis.
Muhammad Ali just means the world to me. He stood for his rights, not only for Louisville, but for the world.
Moments afterward, scalpers began selling them online.
Anyone selling or buying tickets online will be reported to law enforcement.
Anyone who did not get a ticket can watch a live stream of the service just blocks away. Don Champion, CBS News, Louisville, Kentucky.
And former President Bill Clinton will be among the dignitaries from around the world who will be eulogizing Ali tomorrow. Now, we're going to stream tomorrow's memorial service live on WKYT.com, and we're also planning to carry the coverage live right here on the air on WKYT, a special report beginning at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Now, Muhammad Ali insisted that the tickets for his memorial be free. But some people, as we've learned, are looking to turn a profit, and his family's really not happy about it. Thousands of tickets for Ali's memorial service tomorrow were claimed within an hour. Some ticket holders immediately went online, offering to sell their tickets. Ali's family plans to report those people to Louisville police so they can be prosecuted. Well, keep it right here on Mid-Morning.
Back in a moment. A horse is a horse, of course, unless he's playing possum. You'll see what we mean. That story's ahead.
And the stars came out in the world of country music last night.
Have another good-looking day in store. It actually feels great outside, low humidity, but it starts to creep on up as we head throughout your next few days, and I'll have that in your forecast coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, you know, it all depends on where you are right now, depending on the way it feels outside. And here's what I mean. Look at London, Corbin, Jackson, Pippa Passes, Hindman, Manchester. We're all sitting there in the mid-60s. But then you go back toward Lexington, Danville, Frankfort, Lawrenceburg, Springfield, and Washington County. Now we're talking about 70s. That warmer air is streaming on in, and you're going to feel it later on this afternoon for everybody. Feel it a little bit more than yesterday, but it's a beautiful day in store. You have plenty of sunshine. Things look pretty good. I see no problems whatsoever throughout the rest of the day. It's 79 degrees. Grilling out, it will be perfect for that once again. I did that last night. We may even do it again tonight. I don't know. We'll see, but perfect weather for it. Off into the night and into tomorrow morning. The difference of temperatures, remember, we finished off in the upper 40s, lower 50s this morning, and now we're talking about 62 degrees tomorrow morning. So that warmer air is creeping on in. That's your warm front that's going to be moving past us as we head throughout your day tomorrow. This is tomorrow. This is not today, but if I'm looking for one location, where is one spot that I could see that we maybe have a little bit of rain? The farther north and east you go, that is the best bet to actually see some rain. And when I say best bet, I mean that's just the best bet from all the other locations. That doesn't mean it's a good chance. Still, 20 to 40% chance. Closer you get toward Moorhead, Vanceburg, work your way off into Boyd County, Elliott, Lawrence, Lewis, Fleming, those areas. That's your best chance to actually see a passing shower or thunderstorm. So that's not for Lexington. Not as of right now. We'll see if it actually moves back toward the west, but as of right now, it will not affect the Festival of the Bluegrass tomorrow. Today is great weather, 79 degrees, kicking off at 7 p.m. later on this evening. And then tomorrow, 87, a little bit warmer, and also that muggy feel is going to be streaming back in here the next couple of days. At least we stay dry, though, right? And this 90 degrees there on Saturday. It's going to be steamy, going to be muggy. We got a lot of events going on there Saturday morning. You have that the Lake Cumberland 360 down at Lake Cumberland. Not only will people be packing out the lakes at 90 degrees on Saturday and 89 on Sunday, but also with all those events going on. So just keep that in mind. Bicycle riders, motorcycle riders, and also that 5K going on that morning. Superhero 5K, so they'll be able to dress up and have fun with that. There's a lot going on at the lakes this weekend.
A lot of fun.
Good, yeah.
Just fly off if it gets too
Yeah,
hot,
take
right?
off. Yeah, see ya.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, one of the latest internet sensations going out there is a horse that doesn't do a whole lot, but that's the point.
It is. You got to see this. Look, here is Pinto, the horse. And don't worry, he is just fine. This photo, this little Pinto, apparently likes to play dead, and the internet is just loving it right now. Bizarre behavior came to light when a contractor regretfully informed Pinto's owners of the horse's untimely demise, saying, "You've got a dead horse out there." Well, they assured the man that Pinto was just playing possum, saying the act is par for the horse. In his case.
Isn't that bizarre? Just kind of chilling out. Okay.
It's just fun.
All right, well, Pinto, have your fun there. Nemo and Dory are on a new adventure. Also, what to expect at the Tonys.
And it was country music's big night. Chris Martinez has your eye on entertainment.
Fans voted for their favorite country stars at the CMT Music Awards.
My man, Tim McGraw, humble and kind.
The biggest prize of the night went to Tim McGraw for Video of the Year. Pharrell was one of the performers making the leap from pop to country.
I'm thinking past tomorrow.
If you haven't seen Hamilton, you'll get a taste of it at the Tony Awards this weekend on CBS. The broadcast will include a performance from every one of the nominated musicals.
Wake up, Dewey!
That's 5 new shows, including School of Rock, and 4 revivals. Nemo and his friends are back and making a splash this summer. Finding Dory is the long-awaited sequel to the 2003 Oscar winner, Finding Nemo.
Dory, there you are! Look out!
Oh, look at this! The cast came out for the Hollywood premiere. Ellen DeGeneres is the voice of Dory. The forgetful fish goes on a journey to reunite with her mother.
Dory is very optimistic and innocent and loving, and so I think that's a sweet fish that you want to root for.
Finding Dory opens nationwide next Friday. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And we hope you keep it right here on WKYT at mid-morning. People diagnosed with diabetes can enjoy a free dinner and also learn secrets on how to get weight under control and have more energy.
We'll tell you more about the Breakthrough Diabetes Dinner next on WKYT.
Friday night's Mega Millions jackpot is $280 million. And Saturday night's Powerball jackpot is $141 million. Hey, welcome back into WKYT's Mid-Morning. If you are diabetic, you'll really want to hear this. A free dinner seminar is being held in Lexington, offering tips on how to lose weight and have more energy. Dr. Donald Miller with Mill Pond Family Chiropractic is here with more. Welcome. Glad to have you in here.
Thank you so much.
Talk to us a little bit about the role that diet plays with diabetics and how they can change things up and get some real results.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the biggest frustrations that diabetics deal with, because you have to understand, if you go online and Google diabetic diets, there's going to be hundreds of diets that come up, and they're all going to contradict each other. And so, so diabetics are left very frustrated. And really, the truth of the matter is there is no one diet. Just like the treatment for diabetes needs to be customized based off the individual, same thing with diet. It's about how the food interacts with your physiology. And so our patients aren't counting their carbs, counting their proteins, counting their sugar intake. As long as they're eating the right food at the right time, I just tell them, just eat until you're full, don't overeat, and their blood sugars are stabilized, they lose weight, and the energy levels go up, so it's very individualized.
Now you're dealing with type 2.
Yeah, type 2 diabetics. Absolutely.
Can this be reversed if you follow a diet like this?
Absolutely. Diet is a part of it. And certainly you have to have a correct diet in order to get off your medications, get your sugars normalized. Addressing the underlying cause of the disease is the other part. And that's exactly what we do in the office. We address the organ dysfunctions, the hormone imbalances, the nutritional deficiencies, all the different reasons that these people lost the control of their blood sugars in the first place.
You brought us some examples here. Are these good examples or bad or both?
Yeah. So I brought all good examples.
Okay.
A lot of diabetics think that they just can't eat fruit because it's got sugar in it. The fact of the matter is it's God's sugar, right? It's fructose, and so your body can process that sugar a lot easier than different sugars that you get in different foods. And so, but you don't want to eat the high glycemic fruits. You want to eat more of the lower glycemic fruits. And so all of your berries, your blueberries, your blackberries, your raspberries, your strawberries, those are very good. Put them on your salads, put them in your yogurts, and then things like apples, oranges, plums, peaches, pears, nectarines, those are all more on the lower glycemic index, and so they're perfectly okay as long as you're eating them at the right times. You have an example too. You have a way that you help people follow the diet. Exactly. I make it as easy as possible for my patients, because everybody's busy, everybody's got schedules, and so if you can prepare in advance, then you're not on the run. You don't have to stop by the fast food restaurants. You've got food ready for you. So what I do is I give schedules Monday through Sunday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks in between, exactly what you should be eating. I give you grocery lists for that week, and then I also give you recipes for all of the different meals that I do. So I make it very easy. We're almost out of time, but you do have this diabetes dinner seminar coming up. Yes. For the first 10 callers, if you call my office at 859-219-0617, the dinner will be completely free for you and a guest, and we're going to be discussing my secrets on how my patients are able to lose weight without exercise, explode their energy levels, reduce and eliminate their need for medication, and literally the possibility of becoming non-diabetic. Dr. Miller, thanks for coming. Appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, keep it right here this mid-morning. In a moment, we're checking with Mr. Food Test Kitchen, and it's time for dessert. Well, today, they're cooking up dessert in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. And really, there's not much cooking that's needed. It's a no-bake angel food cake.
As we head into summer, one of the last things we want to do is turn on our oven to bake a cake. But that doesn't mean we should do without. So let me share with you a cake that is so light and refreshing. It's summertime perfect, and there's no baking required. We start by cutting a store-bought angel food cake into slices and arranging them in a baking dish. After dissolving orange gelatin in some hot water, we stir in a bit of cold water, give it a stir, and slowly pour it over the cake. Now this goes into the fridge to chill up while we add some orange zest to some vanilla pudding. And for the part that makes this all creamy, we fold in some whipped topping. All that's left to do is spread this over the cake and back into the fridge it goes. And whether we use regular or sugar-free ingredients, we really can't miss, since this is so big on taste. Top each piece with a slice of orange and grab yourself a fork. You see, with the fresh taste of the orange, the creaminess of the topping, and the cake, which is as light as air, you won't even feel guilty going back for seconds. I hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our Orange Dream Angel Cake, so you can enjoy a freshly made cake without lighting your oven. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a dreamy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Okay.
There you have it.
You're right. Not the biggest fan of whipped cream. I just gotta say, it did look good.
It did.
It looked good. Throw some chocolate on there.
You can have a picnic today.
What looks good in the weather?
Oh, absolutely. Not only today, and I know you see the icon, it has that chance of rain tomorrow, but that is a relatively small chance, and most of that is going to stay far northern Kentucky and back toward the east. We're going to go over that and then talk about these big warming temperatures for the weekend coming up at noon.
All right. All the latest news at noon as well here on WKYT. We hope to see you then.
The Bold and the Beautiful is next. Enjoy. We'll see you at noon.